today about what's the best home-based business to get started during these times. Crazy world, crazy times, but I've been doing a lot of videos, a lot of stuff with our students and members and different businesses. And look, the big message that we've been saying to people is, if you want to come out the other side, not only okay, but better, you want to stay visible. You want to stay visible in your marketplace based on your business. Now, if your business is in the niche that's really suffering, so it might be traditional business, restaurants, tourism, then try and stay visible. So that might be getting into your Facebook group, your email list, and just staying in front of people, providing information, providing education, motivation, just staying forefront of mind of people, so when they go out on their first date night, when this is all over, you're the restaurant that they're going to go to. You're the business that they're going to go and visit. So it's about being a leadership, being a leader in the community or the niche that you're in and staying visible in front of people. Now, if you're in a market that's going really well, then it's time to get even more visible than ever. Time to double down, double your Google AdWords spend, double your Facebook ad spend. If you're in a niche that's booming, and we'll have a look at some of the keywords that people are searching for, and then we'll have a talk about the business models. So, there's some people that are just working as per normal, essential workers, although I think that everyone's job is just as important and everyone should be an essential worker. And look, we're all going to go back to, what we were doing pretty soon. We'll do that in stages. You already see Sydney Beach is open, California Beach is opening today, and so, we can't keep people locked down forever, and that's a whole new video which I'll talk about at a later date. But people will start to go back to certain things. I noticed some hairdressers opening up, a couple of restaurants opening up just recently, but they'll do that in stages. And so how can you come out the other side? But also too, how can you choose a home-based business? Because I saw a Channel 7 report last night talking about one of the stats they're using is 50% of people that are working from home now will stay working from home. Now, whether that's a 50% stat or a 20 or 30% stat, the world's changed. There's a lot more people looking to work from home. They're going to stay there. Business is going to look at their bottom line and go, geez, imagine if we had a head office space or an office, we can have people working from home. So don't only choose a business that's going to work now in these times, but what's still going to work 5-10 years from now, which is really, really interesting. So I want to run through a few things that people are talking about, that they're Googling, they're looking at, things that they can do from home and use the systems like Zoom. I'll show you some percentages of the growth in Zoom searches, is because most people have heard about it, no one knew how to use it. So the searches there are kind of crazy. Things like Slack, if you're not familiar with the Slack platform, that's great on the app, on the mobile phone, keeping everything together for different work people, different staff. Google Hangouts, things like that. In Australia, we're Googling a lot for stimulus package and ASX 200 and finance and all those sorts of things with the stimulus that the government are doing. So that's some of the things that people are looking for. But I've got some keywords that people are looking for in the home-based business niche here. So some of these will be pretty interesting. So the word home-based business, 311% increase just over the last month since August has really gone down. So it's increased 300%, which is a fair bit. There's lots of different niches within that. So best home-based business ideas, is up even more. 550% if you have a look at that one. Home-based business online, 400% increase in those searches. Get this one, t-shirt printing home business, increased searches there, 250%. So people are thinking about, I gotta get some money. I'm stuck at home. I'm not going to put up the white flag. I'm not going to go to Centrelink. What can I do? What seems easy that I can dig my teeth into? And that's the thing, you've got things like gambling and Netflix and gaming going through the roof, but they're not exactly easy niches for people just to jump into and start making money, but a lot of people are looking for them. So people are obviously thinking, you know what, I can go get a print, I can make some t-shirts, I can sell it on Shopify or whatever and start making some money. So searches actually for that keyword of t-shirt printing home business are up 250%. Home-based business ideas 2020, increase of 467%. Home-based business opportunity leads. So you might be someone that's really good at generating leads. You might be great at SEO or Google AdWords or Facebook ads already, and you just want to start providing these leads with all this extra traffic for people that are in the home-based business. What an incredible opportunity right there. 400% increase in searches just for leads. Hey, how about this? How to use Zoom. Who wants to guess what the increase in searches were from last month? So the stats here are for March. So from February to March, who wants to have a guess at the increase in that Google search term. It's actually funny how many people I talk to that never even used Zoom or even heard of Zoom. They very quickly had to work out how to use it, even if just for the basics. Okay, so the increase in searches on how to use Zoom, 10,279% increase in that keyword, right? How to use Zoom for teaching, 49,000% increase in that search term from February through to March. Pretty crazy, for teaching. So people are looking to teach whatever niche they are in, they're looking to teach it from home, and Zoom is one of the most popular platforms to do that on there. So could you provide an online course? Could you provide a membership course teaching people how to use Zoom? You know, go and charge $9 a month and teach people how to use Zoom over 90 days. Go and get 20,000 people doing that. That'll be a nice income. That'll set you up to get you through, right? People are looking for these things. How to use Zoom online for classes, you know, fitness classes, painting classes, teaching classes. 98,000% increase in those Google searches. It's amazing where some things go down and some things go up. The network marketing niche, which I think is one of the best business models to be in right now, quick, easy, start making an income, and it's very leveraged and it'll work, you know, 5, 10, 20 years from now. 49% increase in the search term just for network marketing. But network marketing tips, you know, so people that have just jumped into network marketing, which are millions of new people all around the world right now, network marketing tips, 823% increase over the last 30 days on Google searches. Network marketing training, 650% increase on search terms. Network marketing motivation. I don't know why people need motivation. You should be pretty motivated right now. I never worked that one out. 436% increase. Gardening, you know, people at home, I've been doing heaps of gardening myself, but people want to work out, okay, what do I plant in March? How do I get my lawns looking good in March? So huge Google search term, gardening tips, March. 2,300% increase in search terms just for this particular month there. But gardening is really popular in general. Scrapbooking, 80% increase, scrapbooking for kids. So all these sort of search terms, don't try and start a business in a niche just because you love it. So just because you love baseball and you're stuck at home, you go, you know what, I'm just going to start selling baseball bats and baseballs from my shed on eBay. Do what people are already looking for. Do what people are hungry for. So if you're going to start a physical product business in eBay, I'd be selling home fitness equipment, right? That's in huge demand. So don't do what you think is popular. Don't do what you love. Do what people are searching for. Do what's in demand right now and build a business in and around that. So a couple of different ways that you can go about this, right? You can do a physical product, right? So we can do a physical product. We can do a virtual product. You might be able to do a service of some sort. All these information. So these are the sort of different businesses that we can go for here. Information product, which is really popular right now. You're going to go information, you've got to make sure you're adding a lot of value and you're going to charge for it because people can get so much information on YouTube and Google these days for free. So they're the sort of 4 different areas that you can look to start a home-based business on, you know, really quickly and really easily. So if you're going to do a physical business and you're going to do something like a physical product that you're going to send out, I would be looking at starting up an Amazon store. Now you can do that here locally in Australia, Shopify, eBay. I mean, if you want to make some quick pocket money, go and clean out your shed, clean out your bedroom, clean out your wardrobe and start selling things on Amazon, Shopify and eBay really, really quickly. You can make some good money there. Or maybe it's a physical product that you're delivering yourself. So maybe you can do up some juices. Me and Nick are doing a juice fast today, which is great because I don't have to listen to her chew, right? So Fit's doing this juice fast, but the lady that's doing it here in Luceville, her business is going through the roof. She's making all these juices up, different detox, 2, 3, 4 days, and she's delivering them or you can pick them up. You know, so maybe it's something that you can deliver yourself as a physical product as well. Virtual product, so this is where it comes into like gaming, maybe crypto, gambling. These are all things, I'm not necessarily saying you should be doing them, but these are things that people are looking for, these are things that are popular if you look at the virtual space. I think that's a tough one to get stuck into if you know nothing about really quickly to make money. But a virtual product, hey, you don't have to deliver it, there's pros and cons. A service, so you might want to do something like, cleaning. cleaning service. There's not enough people to do good cleaning at the moment. Commercial cleaning, medical grade cleaning, disinfectant, hotels, in huge demand everywhere right now. Maybe not the exact job that people are lining up to do, but hey, if your back's against the wall, you've got no income, you've got to feed, go and start a cleaning business or get stuck into something like that. Information business, this is where you can sort of get into consulting, membership. Okay, so you might charge for your time. So if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, if you're a personal trainer, if you're a naturopath, what great areas that people are searching for these keywords of how to boost their immune system, how to stay healthy, how do you catch coronavirus, how do I get immune to that, what sort of products should I be taking, what food should I be taking, what exercises can I do from home, give me some ideas. You can consult with that through Skype or through Zoom, even through social media, and you can charge for your knowledge, you can charge for your expertise through those platforms. I love membership sites. We're setting up a lot of those at the moment, so that's one of the niches that I really enjoy. So the two big ones that I really like are network marketing, multi-level marketing, and membership sites. Okay, so these two right here, if you wanted to start a home-based business, if you've never done a home-based business before, if you're not technical, if you need money right now, if something's going to work now and it's going to work into the future, you don't need lots of money to start up, you don't need lots of technical skills to start up, you just need some help and some guidance in order to do that. And you can start making some pretty good money pretty quickly from home. So if I was running a membership website today, it wouldn't be the type of membership website where I'm charging $1,000 for my product, or $2,000 or $5,000 or $10,000. People are just holding on to their money a little bit more these days, right? But I would charge, $9 a month. I would charge $19 a month, something like that, for an information that people are looking for right now, but they'll continue to look for after this as well. And you can go and set up a membership site through WordPress. There's lots of different platforms that you can do this on. If you're not sure how to do it, jump on one of the platforms where you can find someone to do this for you pretty cheaply and pretty quickly. So there's lots like Upwork, for example, Upwork.com. Jump on there, say, hey, I need someone to help me make a membership website really quickly. You'll be able to find someone that can do it for you for a few $100s and get the platform up and running pretty quickly, whether it's WordPress or it's whether one of those other sort of membership websites. And do it in a niche that's popular, that's going to be popular now, popular into the future, and add a crap load of value. So you might be doing PowerPoint videos through Zoom, recording them, live videos. You might be doing a webinar series for them every single week. You need to find ways to add extra value, because if you're doing a membership website on gardening, for example, right? You want to go out and shoot a bunch of live videos. Okay, here's a bunch of lawn that's not growing too well. Here's what I would do. I would aerate it. I would fertilize it. This is the sort of water that it needs, etc., etc. Here's the pH of the soil. Here's how you get the pH of the soil right. So you want to be providing all this information, but then how can you add extra value and above and beyond? Because people can find that on YouTube. And so is it something where you got this incredible bonus? Are you going to bring experts on in different fields of gardening and interview them on a webinar once a week, once a fortnight, twice a week? What extra value can you provide? Will you give people your phone number or a phone number to a horticulturist? Will you have a text message service? What extra value are you going to add that people go, you know what, yeah, I can get this for free, but not this much information, not this good, not this regular. I don't want to have to go and search all over the internet. I can get it here in all one place. This guy's awesome, this girl's awesome, and if I join with these guys, I get this, and this, and it's only $9 a month. Now, if you run some Facebook ads to that right now, it's going to be popular. Can you get 1,000 people on that? 2,000? Can you get 10,000 people at $9 a month? Okay, that's some pretty good money, right? And you can just have that monthly market. And gardening's still going to be popular after this. So if you can provide a real brand and some real value and some real expertise around a gardening membership website at a low price, it's going to be a great business for you ongoing. Okay, but you've got to provide some really extra value. If you're not a gardener yourself, go and find someone that's a horticulturist that knows their stuff and just grab a video camera and walk around. Veggie patch at the moment, hugely popular. How to grow a great lawn, how to look after your palm trees, whatever it may be. A great niche to do it in. So whether you're consulting or whether you're doing membership sites, I like membership more because it can be a residual income. You set it all up, you put the information there, and you might do one webinar a week with it. That's it, it's a pretty nice little business. So you want to get it in the niches that I was kind of talking about with the searches before. So the ones that I like, gardening, maybe looking at quilting. You know, quilting's not my thing, but it's a big business for a lot of people that they do from home, right? Scrapbooking, we had a look at the searches on scrapbooking. Maybe it's ancestry, like family trees type stuff. Certainly fitness and health. Again, there's so much information in those niches. But again, what's your different, how can you make that very different to everybody else? How can you add extra value to that? And maybe it's just your character, it's how you present yourself, maybe it's the extra value, maybe it's how you look, maybe it's how you deliver it. You've got to think about that. Health and fitness is very competitive, but right now it's absolutely going through the roof with people delivering fitness, workouts from home, eating. I mean, you could do a cooking membership website. Who's seen the guy? I can't remember his name. He's got long orange hair, he's got tattoos all over himself. He's actually a really good cook, but he presents his cooking classes with more swearing than Gary Vee. So he swears, he's absolutely hilarious, but he cooks up these really cool recipes. That's his point of difference, right? You see people doing nude cooking or just being funny and entertaining, or they're really healthy or they're vegan. You've got to make sure you stand out from the crowd somehow. So cooking sheets. So we're releasing a cooking and a health work from home workouts very, very soon in a membership-based website. So that's coming very, very soon. So that's another great niche. What else have we got? Mindset motivation. So I'm launching a motivational membership site coming up in the next couple of weeks as well. It's something that I wanted to do for years. I registered the domain name motivationmotivation.com in 2006. And I've parked it on GoDaddy ever since and done nothing with it. Haven't had time to, haven't probably had the passion or the drive to do it. But every business that I do and every training and every coaching always comes back to mindset and motivation and inspiration. And I can teach and do PowerPoints and do presentations on it, but to have a whole heap of content, what I kind of like to call base camp. So get to the base camp of where your mind needs to be successful at whatever endeavor you're chasing. That's just base camp. From there we can elevate that and go even more crazy and even more successful. So we're launching that as well. That's another great niche. And you can do that pretty simply. There's a lot of content out there that you can grab, that you can white label, that you can create yourself around motivation, inspiration, mindset, personal development. That's huge right now. The searches are huge. We spoke about scrapbooking, survival, prep, the doomsdayers. Noah looked like he was a crazy guy in the Bible until it started raining, right? He's building this huge boat. For years and years and years, everyone thought he was crazy until it started raining. Well, the preppers and the survival guides, the doomsdayers, all looked a bit crazy until now too. I remember people putting up there, why are you getting spare batteries and ammunition and guns? And the way it was kind of looking there for a while with martial law, don't come out of your house, we can force ourselves on you to get immunisations or whatever. Well, maybe you need to defend your property, but searches for ammunition and guns, particularly in America, went through the roof. But if you can show people, hey, here's how you would build a bunker, here's how you would grow your veggies, here's some animals that you can have, here's how you can survive off the grid for 2 years straight. Right now, that's very, very popular, and maybe you're into that. That'll be a great membership site. Other services we spoke about, physical services, delivery. If you want to get into delivery of alcohol or groceries, we're lucky enough to have a really great au pair here, Kerry, and she's off back and forth to the supermarket for us all the time, doing the red wine runs, the beer runs, the food runs. But we get all of our meat delivered, which we always have, organic meat, organic vegetables, organic fruit, all delivered for us. But can you be the person that can jump on there and be almost like your little Uber Eats person to deliver the things that people are wanting to grab and get at the moment they're not willing to go out and get? So that'll more come under your service or your physical sort of product. I don't like that because it's trading time for money, it's a big hassle, it's not going to be big money, but again, hey, if your back's against the wall, you've got to go out there and do something, you've got to eat. It's certainly something that's in huge demand right now. We spoke about home fitness, we spoke about cooking. So they're the areas that I like. Network marketing, we haven't spoke about. This is probably my number one business model in general, but certainly right now it's my number one business model. Why? Because you can get started for free. You can get started for $150, really low startup costs. Your overheads in this business are next to nothing as well. Either $0 or a few $100s per month. You don't need anything except the internet and your mobile phone. I'm pretty sure you've got that and you're paying for that anyway. This is in huge demand both as a home-based business and also as a consumer-based product. People looking after their health, their immune system. A lot of good companies have great products around nutrition and antioxidants and a lot of different health products. And beauty actually, people were hanging on to their money, but beauty searches and beauty purchases online right now are going through the roof as well. So a lot of network marketing companies have skincare products and beauty products, jewelry, home-based business jewelry. I didn't write it down, but it was a huge search term, I think like 1,000% increase in searches on home-based business jewelry. And so a lot of these companies have the products that people are looking for right now, have an income stream that people are looking for now, cheap to start, easy to start, low overheads ongoing, and it's always going to be popular. And it's leveraged. I mean, that's the best thing I love about it. Membership websites can be great. Go and get 1,000 people paying $9 a month. That's great. That's going to be a great little income for you. But they're not going to tell necessarily other people. It's not necessarily going to go viral all around the world, and you're going to have to really advertise and spend some money on Facebook ads and so forth to show people that exists. Over here, this is all word of mouth. So if you get a really good culture, a really good product, a really good service, that organically people are loving just from the product itself, forget about the income and the business, they just love it, like eating at a good restaurant, watching a good movie, they love that. They're just going to recommend that to friends and family, people they're talking about, so you're advertising your business for free. So that's why I love the network marketing industry, particularly right now. The searches for that, the people joining that is going up through the roof like I've never seen before. Way more than through the GFC. Way more than any other recession, which is really where it does become very popular, because we're forced into home. We've never seen anything like this, not in our lifetime. People are forced into home, they're forced into making an income. They've got the time to look at stuff, they're not busy running around their corporate job, and so this is really going through the roof. This doesn't really take too much technical skill, it just takes a little bit of learning on how to build a business, but it's not rocket science. This, again, outsource that to get someone to set up. It takes a little bit of work to get the content in there. It takes a little bit of work to get the experts to come in and present the information. And then you've got to really add value. And you've still got to work it. I mean, you've got to work this as well. But this you can just get started because all your product is outsourced. All your inventory is outsourced. Your delivery is outsourced. Your legals, your accounting are outsourced. You just got to promote the product. And you can start earning money. So guys, they're the niches that I like. It's not me telling you, it's Google telling you this is what people are looking for. Different ways that you can do it. For me, I love building membership sites. I love the network marketing industry. I don't like trading time for money. This is going to cost you a bit of money to get started because you've got to go and get the physical product. So if you've got to go and buy 1,000 dumbbells to sell on Amazon, it's going to cost you some money to get started, and then maybe the demand goes down in 3 months, you're stuck with 1,000 dumbbells. But it's a great business model ongoing as well. If you can get in here, fantastic. These, I think today, easiest, quickest, and it's going to last you. And when this is all over, there'll still be fantastic businesses if you do them properly. If you need any help with that, I've done a bunch of these before. Reach out to me. I'm doing some stuff in the health and fitness, in the motivation, cooking, gardening, fitness. We're doing a bunch of stuff that has a combination there as well. So they're my two favourites. Let me know what else you're doing from home, whether it's trading. I mean, I've stuck a reasonable amount of money into shares as well, but that's not really my gig. It's just an opportunity that I saw at this moment in time. But guys, there's opportunities everywhere. Be visible, be a leader, be positive, speak up, and you'll come out of this pretty well. In fact, what I've been saying to people, not only will people come out of it okay, but you can come out of it and really win from an income source, but you can really win from a lifestyle point of view. So if you're forced into doing something like this, or you've just got more time, or you're just more open to looking at doing something for yourself at home on the side, and it really can work out for you with a good mentor,
then not only will your income start to increase and you'll be fine, but you can continue to do that from home, and you can continue to have that home-based lifestyle and work around your kids and not have to go back to work if you're the person that, hey, didn't really love my job anyway. This has given me an opportunity now, it's forced me to do something, and you know what, I love it, I love the lifestyle, I'm going to keep on doing it. So that's where I think there's a real opportunity for improved lifestyles, and you know, you don't need to have those head offices. People waste so much time in meetings, you know, in boardrooms. People set up a meeting to organise a meeting. It's ridiculous. You know, travel agents, Nick used to work for a travel agent, they used to go to Bora Bora to go and have their leadership meeting. Like, it's just ridiculous overhead. So I remember a mentor told me in 2008, you know what the global financial crisis forced him to do? It forced him to run his business how he should have been running his business anyway. He had to get rid of 100 staff, which left him with about 100 staff, and his business worked exactly the same way. It still ticked over nicely. He had 100 staff there that he didn't really need, and so it forced him to run a lot more thin, but that's how he should have been running his business, with far less overheads. And I think today, you know, workplaces, corporate teams, businesses are finding out that, you know what, I don't need this big flashy office, because really it's just all about ego to say, look at me, I'm a professional business. I can actually run my staff from home, communicate with them, trust them more, give them their own time, but still be as productive, if not more productive, and cut my overheads by 70%. That's really the future, and that's really where I think it's going, and there's a great opportunity for the everyday average person to tap into this. But love to hear if you're doing some other things, anything that I've missed. There's a bunch more Google searches that you can dive into. These are the real obvious ones that people are looking for that you can tap into. Hope that's been helpful, and I'll see you on a video tomorrow. Cheers, guys.